Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Dino that just got two kitties.
Yeah, I got my got two little kittens, and they're great, and I love them. They're named Charles and Linus. So.
And is Charles in charge?
Charles is the bigger of the two, but it's really the littler one that's in charge. So, but one is 4 months and one is 3 months, and they're just great. I've only had them for 2 days now, and I just love them. I miss my two old ones. I get melancholy about them, but when I do, I just turn to the other ones and paying it forward.
Yes. Well, good. What a heartwarming story.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone. This is not only a special show because it's our last one this year. It's also a special show because we're doing a little something different. We're bringing on a fourth panelist for tonight's show.
Oh, neat.
Yes. Dean, you weren't aware of that?
No, I've been off of the net because there's a problem with my internet. So.
It's exciting. Our fourth panelist, her name is Katie Kern. She's a film critic. You can read her criticism at tiredofpreviews.com and also at expatspost.com. Katie, I'm bringing up your line.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
How are you?
Thanks for having me.
Oh, no, thank you for joining us.
We have a female voice in the mix tonight, guys.
That's nice. Nice.
We had to settle for Dean all this time. Anyway, welcome, Katie. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to have a good time. This weekend's box office, The Hobbit, of course, came in first place. It's grossed about $227 million so far during its 2-week run. Number 2 was, wait a minute, I don't know the 5 or 6 day weekend is different from the 3-day weekend. I know that Django inched up ahead of Les Mis for the weekend, but Les Mis inched up ahead of Django for the whole holiday week by a few $1 million. But either way, they're both performing really, really well. And let me tell you,
amazing.
Did you see Les Mis, Jerry?
Yeah.
Did you cry?
I saw it too.
I thought the first half was horrible. I thought it picked up in the second half, but the first half, I think it has the same problem going back to Evita. I really honestly think that these musicals going back to Evita have the same problem for the most part.
And what is that?
Interesting. What is it?
It's that they don't. What works very well on stage doesn't necessarily translate well to screen. But I thought the third act of Les Mis was very good. But boy, the first hour where it should be really powerful, Anne Hathaway's number, key scene specifically, is I don't want to say. I mean, she's good. Don't get me wrong. But I think that the direction is awful.
I do too. I mean,
totally
agree with
that.
That's
what bugs me. And what bugs me is that I even thought, Russell Crowe for the first couple of minutes, I kind of let out a giggle because he's singing and we're not used to seeing that. But he gets good. Everything gets. I mean, the performances are very good, but there's a huge pacing problem, I think, in the first half of the movie, and. I don't know whether I'm biased because I saw the musical like 25 years ago, but I do think it's like watching a concert film. It's not the same as seeing the actual concert. So I do think
that's true because
I think there's some energy missing.
Because these musical numbers are actually played in one shot, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's not even a problem. I think once it really gets going, I think once you get into the second half of the film, it's actually very good. It's just that you're kind of dumbfounded how, at least I am, how it doesn't take off like immediately, given the source material, given everything that's involved. There's like, I don't know. I was really I was tempted to walk out.
Wow.
Oh,
I was really
wow.
tempted to walk out.
I didn't feel that strong about it.
This it was really funny. Anne Hathaway's big number. You can't help but compare it to Susan Boyle in recent history. And you can't help but compare it to that. But then what I couldn't get over is someone decided, hey, I'm going to go to the bathroom during one of the key points of the movie. I really almost said, do you really want to go now? Really? Really,
weird. That's weird.
No, but I was just like, that's like going to the bathroom during the key scene in the Crying Game. I mean, can you imagine the bathroom during the Crying Game? It's wait.
At least you wouldn't be able to see that scene coming, but this one, you know what it is,
I mean,
and everybody knows what it is. So
I thought, it's really interesting, Dean, because we were talking before this came out. And there have been rumblings that this was not the surefire, critically at least, the surefire hit that people were making it out to be. And I think there are some problems in the first half, but I think it redeems itself in the second half. But I think once again, I think if you live versus the movie, stage versus screen, I think the stage wins out once again.
Well, people are absolutely destroyed by it. I mean, I just posted a video that's gone viral, and just people sobbing, and some people can't get out of their seat. They're so kind of devastated.
No, it's that last half hour is powerful. Regardless.
Well, hold on. Let me just say something here. I really think that those people who are sobbing over it and everything are just already fans of it. So they're just sobbing, I think, because they're just so happy that it's made it to the screen and they can go and revisit it all the time and that kind of thing. I personally wasn't that incredibly moved by it, and I think one of the reasons that I think the main reason for me personally is that I just don't really care for the score. I think that if you're not into the music of any given musical, then you're attacking it, at a deficit already. So.
Yeah.
For me, especially this musical, which that's all it is music, of course. So if you're just not into it, if you just don't find the music very compelling, then you're in trouble. And I felt that same way about Evita too, and I'm not a huge fan of this new genre of musical that's taken over Broadway from Britain over the past 20 or 30 years even. Also, I do have to say the direction is really repetitive, and it looks like it's constantly searching. Searching for this way to film things. And
is a good word.
And it's also just it's hamstrung by the limitations of this one decision to make everybody sing live, which could be it's an interesting choice, but then you have to kowtow to it for the rest of the movie, and I think it hurts. I think also too many close-ups, and you don't get the geography of a lot.
Man, you've been saying that a lot this year. Like your big pet peeve is too many close-ups in movies all of a sudden.
Well, it's not like you got to see like Russell Crowe's nostrils or anything. I mean, it's not like those kind of close-ups. I mean,